Today I want to do a short update on some of the plants that you have seen in my previous videos. Some of the plants that I've been, well, for a lack of a better word, experimenting with, either to bring back the variegation or to rejuvenate them. So the first one I'm going to talk about is this variegated peace lily here, which you would have seen on my August 14 video. This plant, when I bought it, was variegated, but as it went into maturity, all the variegation was lost. So what I did was to cut this plant back to its base and hope that the new growth would give me my variegation back. And it actually did. Not as much as I hoped, but the variegation did come back. Look at the whites. They're beautiful. And this new leaf here has very good potential because I see a lot of whites. So when I cut back, all these with variegation are the new leaves. Look at this one. Beautiful, isn't it? So I must say that this was a success because I have successfully brought back the variegation. I hope in time more new leaves would grow and more whites would come out. But as it is, I am really happy with the results. There are also other reasons why the variegation is not as apparent as it should be. If you look at our skies now, it's quite cloudy. So every day we are having this kind of cloudy weather due to the monsoon season. We have the monsoon season here at the end of the year. We are approaching that season and we are getting rain every day. So there's not much light coming into my balcony. That's for one. Another thing is my son has moved. Initially, I get sun from 11 o'clock, which starts here and it goes all the way down to around there, and it sets around here. The sun sets around here. And all my plants here get quite a bit of light from 11 in the morning to evening. But during the end of the year, the sun has actually moved from this line to way behind my balcony line. Imagine the sun is around here, so I don't get the 11 o'clock sun anymore, and the sun moves and then it sets around there. So I get a bit of the evening sun. As you can imagine, I have so much less light now. And variegated plants need quite a bit of light. I've lost at least 5-6 hours of light every day now. Even though we don't have winter here, we have the monsoon season. I'm guessing it's also because of that the variegation is not so pronounced, because variegated plants do need quite a bit of light to get the whites out. Otherwise, they would be making more greens to make food, because they need the greens, the chlorophyll, to make food. So when there's not enough light, they will sacrifice the white and make more greens. But I'm quite happy with the progress of this plant. Let's move on. The next update I want to show you are these two plants. If you remember, these were my micans. Well, they still are my micans, Philodendron hederaceum or Philodendron micans, which I also cut back to the base. Let's go to this one first, because this is the mother plant, the original plant, which I've cut down to the base. And as you can see, I've repotted it in a smaller pot, but it has grown so much. This experiment was done on September 18 week. It's a little more than a month, and from nothing at all, it's now full of leaves. Very, very promising. Okay. This one doesn't look that promising, but because these are cuttings, these were the ones that were cut out from this plant with no roots, and I've potted it into the substrate, and I've made this for it to climb up. This one doesn't look very nice now, but it is actually surviving. It is actually growing. It has lost all the leaves that came with the cuttings, but you can see it's growing new leaves, new spikes, which means it has rooted quite well. See, there's a spike there. I don't know if you can see that, but all these are new spikes. New spikes. New spikes. This one needed time to root before it can grow. That's why it doesn't look as as glamorous as this one here. But I have a lot of hope with this one because it is growing very well. One of these days it will climb up this this crazy totem I made, and hopefully it will become a lovely pot of micans. Very, very happy with the results. Within a month it rooted and it's now trying to grow new leaves. I was really surprised how fast this one grew back up. The third plant is my variegated Alocasia. Now, if you remember, just a few weeks ago, like 3 weeks ago, I removed this from the mother plant and repotted it into its own pot. I want to show you this. Can you see that? This new leaf just popped out a couple of days ago, which means this baby has rooted because it is producing a new leaf for me. Very, very happy. My variegated Alocasia baby is growing up. Yay! Now on the same week, which was October 9th, I also repotted my Rhaphidophora tetrasperma. Let me bring you to him. Here he is in his new pot and his new support pole. He has given me one new leaf and another one coming up. So this one has settled in its new pot really well, which I'm very happy, because I was afraid that I might disturb it by removing it from its old pot and placing it into a new pot. But nothing happened and it continued to grow and it's looking really, really nice now. Goodness, it's nearly reaching the top of the pole again. The totem pole is never long enough, isn't it? It's never long enough. No matter how long you make it, the plant will outgrow the pole. Every time. Okay, these are the updates I wanted to give you. And I'm going to sign off now. And I will see you in a couple of weeks' time. For those of you who are celebrating Halloween, Happy Halloween!